Depends on what you want to do. Sometimes you'll want to zero off of the top of the table. Sometimes you'll want to zero off the top of the material. I would recommend always zeroing off the top of the material, unless there's a certain instance where you have a piece of material that might be inconsistent. In that case, zero off the top of the table. So to zero the Z-axis, make sure your piece is screwed down. You want to have the touch plate out. Or I guess first you want to move the machine above, kind of a general area above the material so that you have somewhere to zero off it properly. So I just try to choose a spot that's not really high or not really low, just a nice average is good. Make sure that your dust collector is up so that it doesn't prevent you from touching off. Now put your touch plate right above, or I guess below the tool, and attach your alligator clip to the tool. So just make sure that the alligator clip is grabbing anywhere on that tool so that once it does touch off the plate, it forms a closed circuit. So I'll get it roughly above, or well, roughly below. I'm going to close the pendant out because I don't need that anymore. I actually need to close it to get to the zeroing button. The zeroing button is the Z0 button is right beside the XY0 button. So you can hover over it, it'll tell you, click to set the Z0 height using the Z0 plate. So you click that. It says hit enter when above plate and ready to zero. We are above the plate, we're ready to zero. So I'm going to hit OK, or enter. It's going to give you a warning, so you have a few seconds, but make sure that you're ready to kind of adjust the plate, because it could be that the plate kind of jumps out of the way, and it's going to touch off once, and it's going to touch off a second time to make it a little extra precise. So that's done. The next prompt is, it says it's zeroed. So remember to put away, remember to remove alligator clip and put away plate. So that's just something I like to do before I click OK. So you don't fire up the spindle and find out that you're still attached. So the alligator clip can kind of clamp anywhere there, wherever it's easy for you. And then the touch plate goes back into its little holder. Okay, so now you're zeroed on X and Y and Z.